a huge shocker, the AAF defeats the NBA in head-to-head ratings last night. Now, if you don't know what the AAF is, it's a new upstart football league. One of three that's supposed to be starting. I know the XFL starts later this year, I believe. Vince McMahon resurrected it. And it went up against James Harden. And the Houston Rockets taking on Paul George and Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder was on ABC. Let's speak on it. We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. And sources say, according to the article I link in the description, in his debut last night, the AFF beat the NBA on ABC in the head-to-head overnight ratings. AAF games, 2 games, 1 market. 2 games, 1 per market. Did a 2.1 on the Nielsen rating, while Houston and OKC game it did a 2.0. And, you know, pretty much proving that football is still king. Now, it's been inklings that in the NBA was in the next 10 years would supplant the NFL as the #1 sport in America. And NFL's been dominant. Nobody would have seen this dominance coming from the NFL in the 80s and the 90s, where pretty much Larry Bird, baseball, and Magic Johnson dominated the 80s and the 90s. You know, Michael Jordan took over the airways. NFL was an afterthought, but, you know, around the 2000s, you know, the NFL took off, you know, and, you know, they've been on an epic high. And, you know, the NBA really, really fell off around that time, man. When NBA finals, like with the Nets and the Spurs, that was so unattractive. A lot of people didn't like the Spurs and the Pistons NBA finals. And, you know, for whatever reason it was. But the NFL just continued to come up. It became a big, big thing. And all of a sudden, you know, the AAF, you know, it did great numbers last night. People were interested in it, man. I heard about it. I didn't know it started this weekend until I seen something like Wednesday or Thursday around when the football talk shows, NFL Network, I think it was. And I watched last night. I ain't gonna lie. I watched a little bit more than I watched the Houston Rockets OKC game. I was on live. But, hey, man, football is king right now, man. I came up basketball being my favorite sport. When I got older, it became football, because football was just more masculine. It was more tougher. And the NBA was kept making rule changes. I was accustomed to 90s basketball where, you know, hand checking, fouling, and hard elbows and stuff, and, you know, fundamentals, you know, that, and the NBA don't have too much of that no more, man. And football just came up. And I think if they going to have big hits like that, the AAF, they going to offer big hits, and whatever the NFL is not giving us with the big hits, and then, you know, with the sacks on the quarterback and no defensive receiver, it's going to continue to blow up, man. It's more of a developmental football league where guys can just kind of like the NFL Europe was, where guys can, you know, work their way up to the NFL. They give another alternative to Canadian football. And Canadian football a little bit different. They start a yard or two off the line, so and they do a lot of different funky stuff, and also arena football. So, you know, it's did big ratings. It wasn't a lot of high scores I seen last night, I don't think. And today they had some going on as well on CBS Sports, on the sports channel. So, you know, I can't believe it beat out the NBA, but it just shows that the NBA, they got 1 or 2 more. I know 1 major more steps to go. I'm going to say they got 1 or 2 more steps to go before they can conquer football. And that's, you know, giving the fans what they want. Tough, gritty basketball, man. People want to see hard fouls. People don't want to see that touchy stuff. They don't want to see, you know, pranksters on the floor acting like they want to punch. People start tired of seeing the same soft thing. People's tired of seeing James Harden get the flop calls. People tired of these dudes traveling all day. People tired of no hard fouls. People tired of touch fouls. Until the NBA get back to its organic state, or close if it can, from the 80s and 90s and 70s of hard, gritty basketball and bring back defense, it'll never be king again. Real talk. The NFL will hold their spot no matter how many people get mad at Kaepernick or get mad at the NFL rule changes. The NBA, they getting a talent infusion. That's another step they got to get. They're getting more talent and more premier talent coming, but they got to change their rules to bring defense back and stop giving these dudes touch fouls. Until they do that, they always going to be second, third rate to the NFL, man, and college football as well, too. But, hey, that's just my personal opinion on it. Let me know what y'all think about the AF defeating the NBA. I wonder, can the XFL do the same as well? We'll see what Vince McMahon got in the cards. But, hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV once again. I definitely appreciate everybody checking in. I'm going to link that article to the description. And, you know, I kind of was shocked, but to think about it, man, a lot of Americans are turned off by the NBA because it's so soft now, man. And the touch fouls, I can't even watch Harden play. It's disgusting how many calls he get. But, hey, until Adam Silver fix that and know that Americans want tough, gritty, hard-nosed basketball, well, he gonna have a shitty ass product, and it's a product that people gonna support the AFF over, and probably the XFL too. But we on social media, Facebook, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you got a business question inquiry. Also got a Facebook group. All the information is in the description. If you want to make a donation to the channel, that link is in the description as well too. And just do me a favor, just share the videos, leave your comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, and tell me why you did thumbs up, thumbs down, obviously. But tell me what you think about this subject. I'll link the article one time for the one time in the description. And I appreciate it, man. Y'all keep sharing the videos, and I'm going to keep holding it down and producing. We gone.